tell us a little bit about your growth story for the company and why you started the business.
I started the business 20 years ago in 2000 after moving here from Chicago and working for a company very similar to mine in Chicago. And then when I moved here to Rhode Island, I found out that there was nobody doing here in Rhode Island what I was doing in Chicago. So I started the business. At the time, I had 3 young sons, and I was staying home with them, but knew I would need to return to the workforce and thought I would just start this little company so that I had a job when they went back to school. I wound up having a 4th son and did have a full-time job for myself by the time that kid hit grade school, which turned out to be perfect. I started it in my house and just very slowly grew it, mostly by word of mouth and developing relationships with pediatricians who would refer to me. About 10 years later, I was able to move the business out of my house and into office space, and I secured a nursing agency license. And I did all of that in anticipation of the Affordable Care Act being enacted, because I knew that it was coming, and I also knew that part of the mandate was going to be that my services would need to be covered. So I was trying to get everything in line so that when that was enacted, I would have the infrastructure in place to be able to handle the work. We are a home health nursing agency that specializes in breastfeeding support there's really 3 components to our business, I guess. One of them is durable medical equipment. We provide breast pumps and infant phototherapy. Our breast pumps are obviously for moms who are nursing and need a pump to return to work. Our infant phototherapy is for babies that are jaundiced and need to be readmitted to the hospital for care, and instead we do it in the home, and we do the blood draws. We have a nurse that goes to visit every day while the baby's on the bed, and it's really a great service because it keeps all these babies out of the hospital. And then the 3rd component of the care that we provide is lactation consults, and we do those in our patients' homes. We also do them in our office, and we also do them virtually. And this is another service that is covered under the Affordable Care Act now. So insurance companies are paying for it. And it's making a huge difference in the success that women are having with breastfeeding and their ability to do it for as long as they want to, because we kind of get everything off to a good start.
Is there anything that your company would like to execute on in the next 12 to 18 months?
Yes. I'm planning on adding more products that are durable medical equipment products, that are products that mothers who are pregnant would need. That's one thing I'm trying to do. Also trying to increase our visibility as far as phototherapy goes, because I feel that the vast majority of the pediatricians in the state that are dealing with families that have private insurance know about it, but the physicians in the Providence Community Health Centers that are providing care to neighborhood families don't know about it. And Neighborhood, to their credit, has been covering this service for several years. And I think the doctors just don't know about it. And I haven't had the time or the ability to make a push to get into the health centers and let them all know. And that is one area that I'm really hoping to grow the business by letting all those physicians know what we do so that they can refer to us and keep the babies out of the hospital.
So is there anything else that you would like to add, either regarding your company or about GrowthLab?
My buddy Dan has been helping me for years. I don't know how long ago I met him. I bet it was probably like 6 years ago. But he has just been a great sounding board. When he bought the bookkeeping business, I started using you guys for bookkeeping, in addition to seeking his advice when I needed it. And, you know, especially in the last 6 months, I'm pretty much on every jump call that you guys have on Mondays. I've been able to navigate the whole PPP and EIDL only because Dan and Steve reached out to me, and I'm sure they did it to all their other customers too, to make sure that I knew what needed to be done. And I feel so fortunate to have their advice, because I think there's so many business owners out there that don't know how to navigate what's going on right now. And I feel very fortunate. I'm in healthcare. I'm essential. You know, we're an essential business. So we've pretty much kind of kept humming along. It was a little bit hairy in the first month, but we've pretty much kept humming along. And fortunately for my business, people keep having babies. But without GrowthLab, I think they have really helped me put myself in a good position to weather the storm and actually even do well, which I realize I'm lucky, because I don't think a lot of other businesses have that resource and may not have the type of business that is going to survive something like this. I feel very lucky to have had Dan and Steve and Corey guide me through all of it.